everyone, it's Kechi, aka OB-Gem. Welcome back to the channel. We are back here again with another episode of Growing Up Genki. But before we jump right in, if you are new here, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so you can be notified for all future videos. And if you like what you see, please do hit the like button so I know to keep making content like this. So as you can see, Yume is out here doing a little bit of sales. She's selling some baked goods on the sales table out in front of their home, and this was mostly inspired by the bombshell Hiro laid on her last episode about them not having the money to be able to grow their family, and also her trying to be proactive about thinking of another solution as far as being able to keep their family together and not have Hana have to do the arranged marriage, but also still be able to afford to grow their family. So she didn't actually make too many big goods. She didn't have a whole lot of time, and I guess she in her mind figured this would be easier to do than it really was, but she really only had time to make these 3 items. She is selling them now, and she already managed to sell 1 item, but this whole thing's been a whole lot tougher than she thought it would be. She is making a little bit of change off of these items. She's almost done here. She's got 1 item left to go, and she's been marking at the prices to kind of maximize her profits, but she's quickly starting to realize that this may not be the best way to try and keep their family together. She's going to pull together all the cash she can get from this situation and let Hiro know about it when he gets back from work, just to see if maybe this is a route to kind of keep their family together. She's hopeful, and that's actually a great quality of Yume, how, positive she is. But Hiro is back from work. He did come up and decide to take a nap, and so she's waking him up and letting him know about her day. She's telling him, or she's about to tell him about the kind of like bake sale she did out in the front yard, and just kind of let him know how that went, and just kind of pick his brain and see where his thoughts are at as far as whether this is something that she can continue to do to try and keep their family together, or if she's wasting her time, or if he has any other ideas of things she can do to make more money, because she is wanting to be a little bit more involved in the family finances and making sure that they're going to be okay, because the last thing she wants to do is have this baby and then be in a situation where they are struggling to pay the bills, and that they're out in the poorhouse, as they say. So he's letting her know about his day, but she's all like, yes, I'm glad you had a good day at work, honey, but I just want to let you know about the yard sale. Do you think this is a good idea? And he's just like, no, honey, I know you're trying to help, but I don't know that that's gonna really be something that bears a whole lot of fruit. So I really think this arranged marriage thing, I know you're not so jazzed about it, but I think it's really gonna be a good thing for our family, and I know it's gonna take you some time to get used to it, but just trust me. So she's like, okay, I feel the baby, just let's concentrate on this baby. I'm gonna trust you for now, and I'm trying to live in the moment and be okay with this, but it's gonna take me some time. But they're starting to get a little frisky, and it looks like this is going to lead to some real woohoo. But they finished up their woohoo session, and Hiro is down here getting some after woohoo snack, and he's just thinking about everything that's going on. He's kind of a little bit worried about Yume, because he didn't realize that she was the whole idea of the arranged marriage was really weighing on her, and so he wants to make sure it's not something that's going to be harmful to the baby, her worrying about it. But overall, Hiro's pretty positive about the conversation he had with the Itos about the whole situation with arranged marriage. He's not really feeling anything negative about it, and he's hopeful that this is going to be a really good thing for their family. So it's just interesting seeing how everybody's kind of on different pages about it, and we're just gonna have to see how that's going to evolve and find its way into taking this family where it needs to go. It's the next morning, and Hana and Yume are having breakfast together, and it's a little bit awkward because they're both kind of feeling different things but not really sharing that with each other. Obviously, Yume knows about the arranged marriage thing, and that's kind of weighing heavily on her heart, whereas with Hana, she's actually dealing with something slightly different. You know, she's been sad these past couple of episodes because of the whole harassment from Kiyoshi, but honestly, like, this time around, she's sad about something slightly different. She made a wish at the youth festival from last episode that things would start to turn around in their family, that, you know, her parents would be a little bit more perceptive of her feelings, and that, like, it can help them to be a better family. And she hasn't really been seeing that. She's been feeling like her parents have been kind of in their own worlds about, you know, their own situations. Hiro with his job promotions, and Yume with growing the baby, and she's feeling a little bit emotionally neglected. And so, as you see, she has the unblessed, unloved buff, and she's just not feeling like she's a priority with her parents, and it's making her a little bit upset on top of everything else that she has going on in her life. But unfortunately, like, it's all starting to get to an emotional head for her, so she's actually going in to have a cried out session in her bedroom, and it kind of breaks my heart a little bit how sad she's been the last couple episodes. I'm really hoping that some things start to turn around for her so that she is not so sad all the time, because, you know, it's a lot for a little kid to deal with. But, you know, Yume is pretty and down in the dumps now that everybody is at work and school respectively. She's had some time to kind of like really wallow in how hard everything about the arranged marriage is hitting her, and she actually kind of overheard Hana crying in her room, and it really broke her heart. She's not 100% sure that Hana doesn't know about the arranged marriage, so now she's thinking, I mean, does she know about the whole thing? Is that why she's crying? But she knows her daughter's sad, and that's really kind of breaking her heart. So to kind of talk some things through, she is inviting over some friends to kind of get her feelings out about this whole situation, to see if maybe, you know, is she making too much of things, or is there a silver lining here that she's not seeing? So she is inviting over her friend Camilla. If you guys remember from, I think it was back in episode 2 when Yume first went hiking, she met Camilla. So she's going to invite her friend Camilla over, and she's going to invite Kimiko Nishiyama. If you guys remember, she's another friend that Yume had made in one of the previous episodes. So she's trying to invite them over to have a meal and chat. So unfortunately, Kimiko couldn't make it. I think she had a prior engagement, but in her place, Kimiko sent her husband Kaito to spend some time with her friend Yume. So you know, they don't really know each other quite as well, but, you know, Kimiko kind of filled Kaito in a little bit about the whole situation, kind of give him some context, and he kind of wants to be there for her in the place of his wife. So she's telling Kaito and Camilla about it and just asking them how they feel. Camilla is obviously not of the same culture as Kaito and Yume, so from her perspective, she's like, you know, I'm not really sure I understand. We don't really have that type of thing in my culture, so I feel a little bit weird saying too much about how I feel about it because I don't want to make you feel bad. Whereas Kaito's like, you know, I understand we're of the same culture, and you know how it is. Like, it's not something that has to be a bad thing. Just kind of think of it of how your two families coming together can, you know, lead to something really great. And that kind of is helping Yume out a little bit to feel a bit better about it, since Kaito does understand the whole idea of the arranged marriage. She's like, yeah, I know arranged marriages aren't a bad thing. I had an arranged marriage and it turned out great. I'm just a little bit worried because my husband and I knew each other before the arranged marriage, so it wasn't something that was so scary. I'm just worried about my daughter not being okay about this. And Camilla's all like, look, I think if you're just there for her, you and your husband are there for her, and just kind of ease it, maybe that might help. And even though Camilla is not of the culture, like, her saying that really helped. And so Kaito was really worried about Yume. She went upstairs and didn't come back down, so he went to check on her. And she's like, I'm fine. I'm feeling a bit tired. She went to take a nap. But Kaito's a pretty caring guy, so he's trying to do what he would want to do if it was his wife. But here is Hana. She actually came home from school and she met this stray out here. So this is the happiest I've seen her in quite a while. So she met this stray that was kind of sauntering around outside their house, and she started playing with him. And so he really kind of brightened her spirits. She was playing with her toy next to him, and now she kind of wants to play with the puppy and just, talk to him and get to know him. She's all like, oh my gosh, this dog is so cute. Like, I feel like even though he can't talk to me, I feel like he understands, that I need a friend right now, and he's being the biggest sweetheart. And so he just kind of really picked up her spirit, and we love that for her. We definitely love that for her. Aw, and she's really starting to get attached to this little guy. So as you can see, she is pretty much like kind of holding him like the dog is hers now. So she's feeling like, I would really love to adopt a stray puppy. So she's gonna actually broach the subject with her parents and see if maybe she could adopt a dog. So they're at dinner now, and Hana is actually having a conversation with her dad and letting him know about this stray dog. And she's like, he was outside the house when I came home, and we started playing, and I really had fun playing with him. And so I just wanted to know if it would be okay if we adopted a puppy. And he's like, I don't know, like, dogs are a big responsibility, and I don't know if you're mature enough to handle that type of thing right now. And he's like, it looks like she is asking him for some toys too. We're going to assume the toys are for the dog. She's like, come on, like, please dad, like, I have been doing really well in school, like, can I please have the puppy? He's like, you have been really doing well in school, and I think maybe you taking care of a dog might help with your responsibility and make it even better. So that was really exciting for Hana. He's like, if the dog comes by the house again, you could see how mom likes him, and if she gives the okay, then you can definitely have the dog. And so that's really exciting for Hana. And even though she's very excited that her dad said yes to her adopting a stray, she's actually still feeling hurt by both her parents right now. So she's going to actually broach the subject with Hiro about her hurt feelings about feeling emotionally neglected from both him and her mom lately. So she's gonna have that conversation with him after she's done with her meal and just let him know how she's feeling, because she feels like if she doesn't have the conversation with her dad, even if she adopts the dog and she has that new friend in her life, that's not going to make things better. So she's letting her dad know. She goes, dad, like, I've been feeling like you and mom haven't really been paying attention to me, and it's been really hurting my feelings. And her dad's like, I didn't realize that, honey. I wasn't trying to ignore your feelings. I've been working really hard at work, but now that you said that, I will try and give you a little bit more attention and be a little bit more in tune with your feelings. And that really picked up Hana's spirit. She's like, I appreciate you trying, dad. Like, I just want to make sure that even though we're about to have a new baby, that I'm still a priority in your lives. And he's like, you're always going to be my baby girl. That me and your mom both love you. So I'm going to make an effort to make sure I spend time with you and listen to you and hear about your day and make sure you're okay, because I definitely don't want you to feel like you're unloved or, not getting any attention. So he's giving his baby girl a little hug just to make sure that she knows that she's loved, and a little kiss on the cheek. That's so cute. But, he loves his daughter. She's like the apple of his eye. And he's hoping that, internally, he's hoping that him saying yes to the dog is going to make things easier as far as the transition for when they finally tell her the news of the arrangement. But it is the next day, and the little dog that she was playing with yesterday did come back, so she's going to use this as her chance to invite him into their family. And the first step of that is she's going to just make sure that a dog is still feeling her like he was feeling her yesterday. So she's going to play with him a little bit and just make sure that that bond's still there. And then the next step is that she does have to let Yume know about the dog and see how she feels about it, and if her mom will let her adopt the dog. So she's really hopeful that her mom is going to say yes and let her keep this dog. So Yumi is meeting the dog for the first time, and she's just getting a feel for it. Like, Yume's not particularly a dog person, so she's a little bit cautious, but she's getting to know him, and he's seeming like he's very nice and very friendly. And as she's playing with him and just seeing how the dog is, she's starting to realize that, oh, this dog is pretty cute. Maybe he could make a good addition to our family. So she is going to go ahead and let Hana know that she has the okay to adopt this dog into the family and make him a new official member of the Hitoshi clan. So it's Yume giving a new puppy a little hug, but she is also about to give him some sprucing up in the tub, so we're gonna work a little bit of Gaz.edit mode magic to give our new puppy his new look.
どう？綺麗でしょ？悪い子ね。また。
So their new dog is now officially all done up to be a part of their household. I am pleased with how he turned out. He is adorable now, and I am just super tickled for them that they have a new puppy to love. And of course, you know that Hana is especially happy to have her new dog. But despite her new dog, she's still got mixed feelings. She's definitely thrilled to have him, but now she's feeling like she needs to have a conversation with her mom about the emotional neglect she's been feeling. She had the conversation with Hiro, but now she feels like she has to have it with her mom, otherwise she's still going to have like hurt feelings, despite the fact that she is happy with her new puppy. So she's going to go ahead and broach the subject with her mom and let her know how she's feeling, so that they can maybe have the same type of reconciliation that she had when she had the conversation with her dad. So Yume has come over and asked Hana, she's like, I'm so glad that you are enjoying the new puppy, but you seem like you want to have a conversation about something. And Hana's like, yeah, I really do kind of want to have a conversation with you, Mom. Like, I've honestly been feeling a little bit emotionally neglected lately. I know that you and Dad are busy with lots of things. Daddy's working on his promotions, and you're pregnant, and you're working on my new baby brother or new baby sister, and that is a whole lot to worry about. But I just been feeling like my feelings haven't really been factored in, and I just am feeling it's been making me feel sad. So obviously Hana or Yume didn't know that Hana was feeling this way, and it kind of puts two and two together with her for her as far as her overhearing Hana crying in her bedroom. So it's making her feel like, okay, so maybe she doesn't know about the arranged marriage, but she's still upset and not still upsetting for me. So I just want to make sure that she's aware that she is loved. So Yume's gonna let Hana know. She goes, I'm so sorry that you've been feeling neglected. Obviously, I never meant for that at all. I want you to know that you are definitely loved, you are definitely cared for, and even when this new baby comes, you will always be our little girl. So I'm so glad they were able to have that conversation. Afterwards, Yumi decided to have a meal to, since she is pregnant, she's got to make sure she feeds herself and the baby. And a little puppy came to beg for food while she was eating. Adorable. So this is actually a pretty good spot to leave things, you guys. If you haven't already, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified for future videos. And if you like this, please do hit the like button. But until next time, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and of course, stay dazzled. I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Space. Girl, you told me that's what you needed. That's in my face. Yeah, 'cause you were coward and that was easy.